Good morning, class 2. So we're gonna today we're gonna start our new chapter, which is chapter 4, wild animal. Okay, page number 40. So before moving on with the chapter, let's uh, let's recall all those things that we learned in the previous chapter. We have learned about domestic animals. Okay, we have learned about domestic pet animals. Okay, and so in what we're gonna learn in this chapter is we're gonna learn about group of animals at zoo. Okay, habits of their different habits of the animal, eating habits. Okay, and then where different animals are found and where they live. Okay, so we're gonna learn about these things in this chapter. So before moving on, so you have to see the picture given below, color all even numbers to get the animal. So if you can see in the picture, there's a picture of lion. Okay, which is uh, which is being uh, divided uh, into numbers. Okay, and then you have to color only those numbers. Okay, only even numbers to get the animal. So what is even number is which is divisible by 2, which is multiplied by 2, is called even number. So what are the even numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. I have written up to 20. Okay, so if uh, if not required, you can skip those number. Okay, so and the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So you have to find out these even numbers, okay, in the picture and color that portion only. So apart from this, you have to uh, you have to you can't color on these odd numbers. Okay, so you have to color these even numbers only. And so after this, and you have to name the animal you get. So I have already mentioned it. As you can see is as well, it is a picture of lion. So you have to name the lion, name it as a you get. So start coloring those odd numbers. Sorry, even numbers. So what is exactly a wild animals? The animals that live in the forest are called wild animals. So this will be your definition for wild animals. Those animals which live, eat, and exist in the forest are called wild animals. So you have a picture over here in your textbooks. Okay, as you can see, all these kinds of animals who live in the forest are called. And what will be the homes of these wild animals? The places where animals exist, such as these wild animals, whether it is live on, whether they exist on land, water, or trees. Okay, and these are these three things where these animals can survive. Some animals make their own food to live in, while some do not. Such animals such as deer and giraffe roam in the forest. So uh, so let's remember part. Okay, circle the wild animal and also write L for the land animal, T for animals that lives on a tree. As you can see, there is a picture of lion, horse, bear, owl, cow, and giraffe. So from that you have to find out which are wild animals. Okay, accordingly you have to circle it, and then you have to write L whether that animal lives on the land, okay, and T for those animal which lives on a tree. uh, in your textbook I can see only one animal, and when one animal which lives on a tree, that is owl, okay. Apart from that, all of these lives on a land, so you have to circle all those animals apart from uh, owl, which lives on a tree, and then you have to write L beneath the picture. Understood? So the homes for for these wild animals could be land, trees, land and water, den. Den means cave, okay, and then holes, and the shallow nest in the ground, and the tunnel in the side of pond bank. So I have categorized in these forms, okay, where these animals could live, okay, could make their homes and to live for the existence. So for the land, I have written here uh, lion, tiger, elephant, giraffe, and zebra. These are the animals which exist on land, okay, make their own homes to live in. After that, trees, birds, birds, squirrels, monkeys, all these creatures, all these animals live in the trees. So these are their homes. Trees are their homes, and land and water. So the names are crocodile and turtle, and there are also penguins and all. But I have written these two only because they coexist between land and as well as water. They can live both on land and water, these animals. So after that, den, lion and bear, they live on a den. It's a cave like structure, okay. After that, holes, moles, snakes, groundhogs, and chimpanzees. These are some animals which lives inside the hole, which they make hole inside the ground and they live in it. After that, shallow nest in the ground, which can be made by rabbits, because they live in the shallow nest inside the ground, and the tunnel in the side of the pond bank is a kingfisher, which means the kingfisher is a bird, okay, which live uh, near the pond, okay, pond bank. They make their structure like a tunnel, and then they live on that tunnel, okay. Moving on. So the eating habits of these wild animals will be plant eating animals. I have written here giraffe, deer, elephant, and rhinoceros. Why? Because they eat only plant, not other than plant. They just survive on that plant and water. After that, eat eat other animal flesh after hunting for their prey. So to survive in that forest, they hunt for their food, which is uh, these animals were lion and kingfisher. The kingfisher is a bird, okay. They do as same as the lion does for the living in the forest. So they hunt for their prey, which means they hunt to uh, eat, okay. They hunt to survive. So on the swallow food. So what is swallow food? They swallow the whole food inside their mouth. So these this will be your snake. Snakes swallow their food as a whole. So after that, animal which thrive on the flesh of the dead animals, okay, that will be your vultures, jackals, hyenas, and wild dogs, because they don't hunt but they thrive to eat the flesh of the dead animals, okay. So these are the some of the examples for that who survive on the flesh of dead animals: vultures, jackals, hyenas, and wild dogs. So there is a fact that the sight of vulture eating the flesh of the dead animals might not be pleasant, but by doing this they are actually helping in cleaning or the environment, because the vultures would uh, eat all those remaining, okay, and then they make they are actually helping in cleaning the environment. So that's the fact about it. So moving on with the exercises, page number 43, okay. The first exercise will be the fill in the blanks with the correct words. So we have to fill the correct words. So dash is the wild animal. We have cow and lion in the options, so obviously lion is the wild animal. And then question number 2, dash animals make their own food to live in. So not all, but some animals make their own food to live in. And then animals have different eating habits. They have two options, same and different. So obviously animals have different eating habits. And then question number 4, dash eats the flesh of dead animals to keep the earth clean, as I have told you earlier. So vulture is the correct option. And then dash can swallow the small animals. So animals that swallow their food as a whole is the snake. So that's all for now. We're gonna finish our remaining exercises in the next class. Thank you.